Okay, we have microphones.
CC or Darius, whichever one you guys want to answer this question. You guys were able to get the game done today, but obviously came up short against Florida State, came up short against Duke. You know, are you guys happy with where you're at, or do you guys still feel like you just have a long way to go to be where you need to be?
Yeah, I mean, we're not happy with where we're at. But a win's a win. You know, wins are hard to come by in the ACC. Obviously, we could have finished better, could have closed better, but it's a lot better feeling today than it was the last two games.
Darius, question for you. How does it feel to slowly see your confidence coming back in your shot? And you had two back-to-back games, and you played exceedingly well, and coaches made a comment about you doing well in those games. So how are you feeling, I guess, mentally while you're on the court?
I mean, my teammates have always been trying to instill confidence into me, even while I've been going through my little woes. So, I mean, it feels good to be able to get out there and hit some shots.
Christen, just as far as the team's energy, it seemed like in the first half, you know, maybe not as much ball movement, player movement as you would have liked. Struggled a little bit early. I believe the team had about 15 points through the first 12, 15 minutes of the half. Did you think that there was any hangover from, you know, the comeback from Duke, or what did it take for you guys to get that energy back up where you needed today?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a hangover from Duke. I personally don't think that's what it
Hold on
was.
a second, I'm sorry, Chris. They don't have you back there, so I'm gonna just let you hold it.
Yeah, I don't think it was a hangover from. I got it. Yeah, I don't think it was a hangover from Duke. I mean, it could have been, but I think it was more so we missed a ton of shots around the basket early. Obviously, when your offense isn't going good, it kind of is deflating. Clemson did a really good job of making us earn our baskets, and then, you know, also it's a 12 o'clock game, no excuse, but they're never easy to get up for. We're used to playing at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. But I don't think it was a hangover from Duke.
Darius, the last couple of games, it seems like your confidence has definitely gone up, and you've definitely been a lot more efficient. You know, a few games back, and there was just a time where Chris Mack could really limit your minutes. You know, what do you think was going on? Why do you think you were struggling so much to really find your niche with this team?
I think I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, trying to find my role, trying to find out what this team really needed from me. And I think I was looking in the wrong direction a lot of times, so that caused me to miss a lot of shots and just make a lot of errors offensively and defensively. Once I figured out what I was supposed to be doing and what they wanted me doing, then I think that helped.
This question for either one of you. What are some of the things you guys worked on after Tuesday night, I guess, to break the press or to limit the mistakes you made in the Tuesday night loss to Duke?
Just putting more clarity in our press breaks, where we want to get the ball, you know, breaking the press with more of a purpose, being aggressive, not trying to just cross half court and stall. You know, when a team presses, we want to make them pay. So just figuring out, you know, more so of our purpose in our press break.
Christen, Coach Mack said that he thought maybe you guys had some ghosts from the Duke game late in this game. What was going through your mind there at the end when things seemed to be falling apart?
I mean, you know, naturally, everybody's going to think about not only the Duke game, but the Florida State game. But I was just trying to hold my team together, make sure we came out with a win. That was really the only thing on my mind. I mean, I wasn't necessarily thinking about the Duke game out there on the court, but obviously we know we've struggled, you know, finishing late.
What kind of a vantage point did you have of the Forest block there at the end, and could you kind of describe what you were seeing?
I watched, you know, I thought Jordan made a great play because I think Dwayne got fouled. I mean, I think he clearly got thrown out of the way. Guy grabbed him by the waist and threw him down, and I think he was open, and that's what Jordan saw. But, you know, unbelievable play coming out with the left hand block and not to foul. It was props to Jordan. That's what I was telling him after the game. He made a great play, way to save the game.
And a question for both of you guys. Just as far as it's easy to circle, you know, a game versus Duke or a game versus North Carolina, but this game like Clemson coming in today, fighting for their tournament lives right now. Game up in Syracuse. Do you guys have to kind of remind yourselves of how important these games are and not let these slip, looking to those bigger games like with Virginia coming up?
I think every game is important for us. We go in with the same mentality regardless of who we playing, and we just trying to come out with a win regardless if it's Clemson, regardless if it's Duke. It doesn't matter. We're coming in with the same mentality.
One more.
Darius, can you just tell me what it's like to try to lock in defensively, maybe when the baskets aren't going in, and trying to keep that energy on the defensive side of the court?
I've always been taught that defense creates offense and defense wins championships. So, I mean, it's always hard to lock in on defense when you're not scoring offensively. But if you're trying to get it going offensively, then you have to lock in on defense. That's been a big emphasis with us all year. So we try our hardest not to let our offense really affect our defense.
For both of you, what was your immediate feeling at the final buzzer? Was it relief? Were you elated? Like, what was it?
I was relieved. I mean, I don't really think, I never thought we were going to lose the game, but I mean, it was kind of crazy to just watch that whole play happen in those last 3 seconds. But I think, like Cece said, it was an amazing play by Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy. It was a win. I'm like Darius. I didn't ever really think we were going to lose, but obviously when they grabbed the ball and 5 feet away from the basket with 2 seconds left, you're going to get on edge. But I was happy. I was happy for Jordan. I mean, a lot of players make mistakes and drop their head. He made what I guess you could call a mistake and came and made an unbelievable play. That's what I was telling him.
Great, thanks, guys. Take care of yourself.